Hello and welcome to this series looking at artificial intelligence, or AI. What is artificial intelligence? A helpful way to determine what artificial intelligence is to compare it to natural intelligence. Now, we human beings have a lot of natural intelligence. As an example, our ability to look at a scene around us and to determine one object from another object seems absolutely effortless to us. We don't even think about it. For a machine, that is very complicated to do. It's actually a very difficult task. Machines and how they operate is determined by what are called algorithms. Now, these are instructions that help the machine to determine what's around it, to make choices about what it is seeing around it, the data that comes into it. Machine learning is a part of how machines are using that information and those algorithms in a way that they are from the environment around them, gathering information and are able to make decisions about how to proceed in a particular circumstance. Now, this is being filmed on a mobile phone, this video. And these little devices are quite extraordinary, these pocket computers, because they have artificial intelligence, algorithms, machine learning built into them. You might notice in the video that you're watching now that I am in focus, and yet the background is out of focus. It has that cinematic feel. The camera is seeing everything in focus, and then it is determining what is in the foreground, what is the subject of the image through its algorithms, and what is in the background. And then it is making a choice about what to blur in the background. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, these algorithms being deployed in a very simple way that we just take for granted, and yet a lot of computation going on to mimic something that otherwise we would think, oh, you'd have to do that with a lot of human intelligence to design exactly how you're going to take a particular shot. When we think about languages, AI and speech recognition is also a key part of technology that we see all around us. In our assistants that come with our phones, Siri or Google or Bixby or Alexa, these different speech recognition devices and these assistants that are able to recognize what we are saying and then to turn that into information that they can act on, to give us a response to whatever we are asking. That is AI in action. And a lot of this is about finding patterns in the data around us. Facial recognition is an area which we are very good at as humans. Our brains work in a way that we see faces, we recognize faces. Indeed, we can recognize faces where sometimes they aren't. In a piece of burnt toast, we can recognize a face. Now, computers and AI are also being developed that can recognize faces. And that can be used in good and positive ways. It helps us with security on our phones or on our computers, where it will recognize our face before it will log in. But it also can be used in rather more challenging ways to our sense of who we are. Facial recognition is now being used a lot around the world by governments and by police forces to keep track of where people are. In China, there is a social credit system that is being developed. And as an example, if AI and used in the cameras detect you through facial recognition jaywalking across a road, it will automatically take away points from your social credit score. And that may then have an impact on other things that you want to do in society and your access to certain goods in society. There, government is using AI and machine learning and things like facial recognition in a way to try to control society. So there are big questions about how artificial intelligence is used in social media systems, in society. There are good parts to it, but there are also challenging and potentially very destructive parts to it. And in this series, we're going to be looking at some of these. So let's consider what is artificial intelligence.